South Africa and China have shared strong trade and economic ties through many decades. But increasingly important is a soft diplomacy, which has accelerated in the last decade under Xi Jinping's presidency. China's presence in the country has seen an increase in cultural exchange programs and growth in the number of Chinese businesses operating in South Africa. CGTN's Julie Shire reports.
I met with Phil and Sherry Du at their sushi restaurant in Century City, one of Cape Town's trendiest spots. The couple from Wuhan arrived in South Africa just a few years after the country officially established diplomatic ties with China in the late 90s.
Before I came here, I know the South Africa just a little bit. But, when I first time arrived here, this things is to change my mind, I think the South Africa, they have the good weather and lovely peoples.
Joburg and Cape Town, these are two cities we have to stay here a long time. Most of the things I like in Joburg is jacaranda, beautiful season. In Cape Town, good weather, Table Mountain.
We sat down to a hearty meal as the Du's spoke of their love for South Africa and the desire to share Asia's many cultures through food.
I think our Asian culture can bring the local young people more worldwide chance to taste different food, like Japanese, Chinese, or even other Asian food.
Chinese people have lived in South Africa for many generations, but growing relations between South Africa and China over the last 2 decades has made it smoother for business people like the Dus.
We needed the both of the country to support us. For example, before we do some of the, tourism business, for example. If there's a good relationship between these two countries, there's many the Chinese tourists coming from China.
The couple have not forgotten their Chinese roots, but consider South Africa home.
More than 23 years to stay here, definitely is our another hometown.
If I can say I miss China, but if I'm stayed in China for a while, I believe I will miss South Africa as well.
The strong friendship shared by China and South Africa has grown deeper under Xi Jinping's leadership. It's paved the way for businesses to flourish and to create a deeper cultural understanding between the two countries. Julie Shire, CGTN, Cape Town, South Africa.